Doing out there this lovely Friday afternoon? I was just thinking, whoa, my hat's all crooked. Anyway, getting ready to get out there and do a little yard work. I went and got gas the other day here in Arizona, and it was like $4.75. And I checked with my son in California, and it's like approaching $7 for gasoline in some areas. And when Trump was still in office, I bought gas. I think probably the last of it was a little bit more than $2. But for a time, my gas was running like $1.99 a gallon when we were pumping our own gas, when we were energy independent. And now, Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline, which was going to bring gas from Canada to America. Shut down drilling contracts, which was going to bring oil and more things like that. And we've been suffering, and it doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to figure it out. Then when he went to Saudi Arabia, he claims it was for something other than gas, but I think everybody sort of knew that it was about trying to get more gas. Come to find out that he asked, I don't know if it was during that trip or later on, but apparently he asked the Saudis and Russians to delay the 2,000 or 2 million gallon a day reduction in gas, oil drilling, or whatever the heck you call it, production, until after the November elections. I mean, this is amazing. They say Trump colluded with Russia. They impeached him over nothing twice. And this guy shuts down our energy, makes it more difficult for the average American to get by day to day. And then he's going to sit over here and beg these people for oil when we have it right here. It makes no sense. The only way it makes sense is if you're part of this climate change cult, which is still doesn't make any sense, because that just actually shows your racism and your lack of concern for these other people. Because if he doesn't want to drill in America because of the environment, he doesn't give a rat's behind about the folks in Saudi Arabia or Venezuela or these other places. Why not use the resources that we have here? Why beg folks for resources that they have when we can drive the price down? Unless, of course, you have another agenda. Now, another agenda might be this idolatry with this climate change. And that's a mind blower, because in California, they're talking about getting rid of gas cars in the year by 2035? And these people are talking about using solar and wind in replace of fossil fuels. What people don't seem to get is this: fossil fuels are used in order to make batteries. And these windmills also have oil running through them? That's a fossil fuel that we need. So the windmills have oil running through them, and we have to have, they use gas or coal or something to generate the electricity to charge the battery. So we're using a fossil fuel to create energy, to store in a product that gives us less energy. It doesn't make any sense. And while they're claiming that they're saving the environment because of not using the fossil fuels, although they're using the fossil fuels to generate electricity for these other products, those windmills, those things are not biodegradable. When those things get old and need to be replaced, they have to put them in a landfill, and they don't break down. It's just a hazardous waste. What about the batteries from all these vehicles and all this stuff? You're going to create another hazardous waste. So it's dumb It doesn't make any sense. And people buy into this nonsense. And the question is why? God gave us the oil, God gave us the gas, God gave us all the energy that we can use. And it makes absolutely no sense to use energy, the fossil fuels, to create storage from lesser energy sources. Like, you're going to use gas and coal to generate electricity to put in a battery that's going to give you less production than it would if in fact you just went on and used the gas and coal in the first place. Well, obviously you can't use the coal in a car, but you can use the gas. So it's crazy, and here it is, our president sort of scrambling, trying to blame the Saudis that we don't have enough oil when he shuts down our capacity to make oil. So like I said, gas is about $4.75 out here in Arizona. Averaging at least $5.57 in California, and I had a son that told me they were paying almost $7 every time you go to the pump. Think about it. If you want to continue to pay these high, crazy prices, if you want to continue to not be able to take care of your family like it was 2 years ago, keep voting for these Democrats. What have they done besides raise everything? They said they wasn't going to raise taxes, but they've increased taxes, by your food. Everything you buy costs more. And then they claim that they're going to make things better, but then they have this inflation reduction bill. Have you noticed anything going down? I haven't. But it seems like the only thing they're thinking about as far as reducing is money in your pocket, because they're talking about hiring 87,000 IRS agents. And they always talk about during, when they're running for office, we're going to make these billionaires and these millionaires pay. But we have less than 1,000 billionaires in the United States. What is 87,000 IRS agents going to do? It doesn't take them many to go after the 1,000 billionaires. That means they're coming after you and me. They're going to try to find whatever they can squeeze out of us, because they're going to squeeze everything else out of us. Wow, but of course they're allowing a bunch of illegals to just run rapid through our cities and paying them, giving them phones and giving them money and giving them hotels and these sanctuary towns. Well, we're scraping, trying to hang in there. So I would say, use your brain and use your vote. Don't vote for these jokers, because they obviously have proven themselves to not know what they're doing. Or they actually do know what they're doing, but it's not for our benefit. Think about it. Sam Tolly. I just thought I'd bring that to you for a minute. I'm out.